Interview number 2, part 1.
Tim was where?
Tim was at Lawnmower Jones.
Tim was on Lawnmower Jones?
Was at Lawnmower Jones.
Okay.
The whole thing happened there.
At Lawnmower Jones' house? What happened there?
Daniel stabbed him. And Tim didn't do anything because they both told me that, and so did Joey. So Daniel called Joey. Remember I told you his phone woke me up?
Joey's phone?
Yeah, it's Daniel. And I'm pretty sure you guys know that because Joey told me that you guys told him that there was 27 calls from Daniel's phone to Joey's phone. I don't know if it's true or not. That's just what Joey told me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But I didn't really hear much of the conversations other than Joey saying, you guys are stupid, you guys did this yourself, clean it up.
Mm-hmm. What night was this?
That was Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the morning. Before the accident.
Okay. The Wednesday before the accident?
Yeah, like, so, the same day, for like a few hours prior to the accident.
Okay.
Tim crashed in the truck. Okay.
And then they had conversations back and forth?
Yeah. Joey was on the phone the whole time. Like, I'm not going to say guiding them, but I'm going to say, yeah. Like, Joey asked him, what are you going to do with the guy? And the whole plan was to take him to the hospital, RCMC, and drop him off somewhere by there so someone could find him. Joey asked, I heard Joey say, what are you going to do with the guy? Is the guy dead? And then Joey's like, okay, thank God. Okay, so at least we're not dealing with murder. Because then Joey's like, what are you guys going to do with him? Like, what do you guys want to do with him? And I was like, you guys. I was like, who are you talking to? And he told me, he was like, Daniel and Tim. I was like, what? I was like, okay, so now I know where Tim is. And then Joey got phone and then told me a little bit, but then his phone rang again and there was fucking man. Freaking out. And he finally proved something. What'd you prove? You're done now? I'm sorry. I'm really mad. I'm tired.
So they had a bunch of conversations back and forth?
So Joseph knew, I don't know if Joseph knew the whole time, like while they were doing it. I know Joey didn't tell him, oh yeah, hey, go do this. But I know Joey knew after that.
So is that why Daniel was on the run?
Probably. I don't know. Because he went to parole after that.
No, since then, since all this has come to light.
No? It was not the run.
But you told me that you guys were hiding.
Okay, that was just for the past couple of days but we weren't really in hiding. I was at somewhere where I never thought anybody was gonna go, like cops, you know? Mm-hmm. And then bam. It was like, man, I told them that too. When they pushed me to the ground, I was like, I should have just stayed home. They said we got me in bed, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, a little more comfortable.
Yeah, really.
So why were you guys in hiding there?
Well, because I told you we were sorting my baby's dad papers. And my baby's dad lives right down the street from where we were at. So I just stopped by to say hi to my friends.
You didn't think the cops would find you guys?
No, I wasn't even thinking about it. And actually, I wasn't my idea. I didn't say that. Daniel said that. He goes, this is cool. We can kick it here because there's a spare bedroom there. That's where he was sleeping at. I can't believe he went through the window. He, like, broke the screen and everything. And I was just in handcuffs looking at him like, are you serious? So I was gonna, like, jump. No, if you're stupid, you're gonna get shot. You're gonna get shot. That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Just jumped out the window.
Yeah, because I was the only one outside, out front. Everyone else was inside. And then I was in handcuffs by a bush, and then the guy was yelling at me. I was like, dude, my butt's cold. Can I, like, sit on my feet? He's like, shut up. I was like, don't yell at me, you know? It was bad. And then Daniel just jumped out the window. And they dragged him off the roof. That was funny. I don't mean to be mean right now, but he deserves everything he has coming to him right now. Mm-hmm. He really does. And I'm sorry, I'm talking, yes. Homeboy can kiss my butt right now. You know I have that in his face. I don't know. I'm freaking like 16.
Do you hang out with Joe at his house and stuff like that over there in Mentone? And
no.
You never been to his house?
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay. So
his grandma's house?
Yeah. Who do you guys hang out with down there? Or who do you guys normally hang out with?
Honestly, every time I went to Joe's grandma's house, it was only to just meet his parole officer. Because he was staying at my house.
So why would you have to go to Joe's grandma's house?
Because that's his parole address. And he had to come. child go to like my girlfriend said abandoned. That's, you know, he was trying to get his paws just changed there, and I was like, oh, no. I don't know what you do half the time. Don't want to know. And they come and raid my pad, and once I have the kids there, no.
So you guys, at Joe's grandma's house, you used to just go there, what, every...
Once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
Where else did you guys hang out?
Just my house. Yeah.
So aside from your house, you guys never went anywhere?
Like, after we found Tim, that Monday, Tim was talking about going back to Beaumont Banning so bad that I was like, take me somewhere safe. And he goes, okay, we'll go to Kelly's house. So that's when we went to Kelly's house. But no, not really. We really didn't go nowhere. He would do a self-doubt. When we'd get high, he'd go run him up.
Who'd you hang out with?
You know, my kids. I don't really hang out with anybody.
Do you know most of the people that Tim and Dan and...
Tim, is fucked up. I feel really bad for this guy. I introduced Tim to Joey.
Right, but you know the people that Joey and Dan and all those people hang out with, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are some of those people? Who are some of those people? Who do you want to know? Just tell me people that you know he's hung out with.
That's bad? That's on parole?
Or just that he hangs out with, period.
I know who Joey's with right now.
Who's he with right now?
Ralphie.
Does he have a last name?
I don't know.
Ralphie? Where's he live?
I'm pretty sure Banning. I think that's where his pole I just is. He's cut out.
Okay. What about in Menton? Because everybody knows Joe, right?
Everybody knows Joe sucks.
Okay. Who do he hang out with in Menton? Or who does Dan hang out with in Menton?
Just Joey.
He just goes to Joe's house?
I've never seen him go to Joey's, but he told me that when... See, I didn't know Joey messed around with heroin until he told me. That when Joey first got out, that's the reason why Daniel stopped talking to Joey, because Joey was on heroin. I was like, wait, Joey was doing heroin? I thought Joey was just doing speed, you know? And he goes, no, he was doing heroin. And I was like, well, see, I don't even know when half the time they get high. Like, when he gets high, I don't know. He's still normal. But he's coming down right now, so I'm sleeping. He's been like that for 5 days. He sleeps, eats, and we do what we do, you know, all the time. That's it. That's all he does. So, but no, I don't really know anybody in Menton other than Joey. And a couple of my friends that I grew up with, but nobody that Joey knows.
Who's that?
Like Ryan and...
Ryan what?
I don't know, that's and he's my age, he's not Joey's age.
Where's he live?
In Menton, like a couple streets up from Joey.
You know the street name? Because they're all weird names.
I know, no, I know. It's the one right across the street from A&W.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but there's A&W across the street.
Okay, so Ryan lives across from A&W.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do you know?
No, but I don't even really hear Menton until Joey. I was like, Menton. He's
And
like,
you don't know his friends?
Joey?
Yeah.
All the skinheads in the Bible.
All the skinheads in your paper? Who's that?
Who do I know? Everyone's busted right now. Like Paula, kids with Paula. Mostly I only saw Joey with Paula. And I saw Daniel with Paula. All of them. And... I don't know, you know. You guys know.
I don't work in your paper.
Why am I saying names?
Oh, I just want to know who he hangs out with.
Joey? He's so
Or
bad.
Dan.
Daniel hangs out with everybody. You want to think he's a skinhead? I think he's more Mexican than he is a skinhead, let me tell you. He's with everybody. Like Little Billy, he goes to Little Billy's house. Billy's Santiago. He's in prison, jail, whatever, prison. He's locked up. He goes to the third pad. You guys know John Marino?
Oh, that's not Wanstruck.
Doesn't know John Marino's pad. He goes to John, he doesn't go there, but he's like, was cool with him. So he got busted. But everybody knows John Marino. I knew John Marino from Jaron. Like 2 years ago. And Joey knows John, everybody knows John Marino.
Okay, well.
Daniel, Miranda, Jamie, knows everybody. He talks. Seriously, go through his contacts on his phone. I'll tell you everything.
Does he know, or do you guys know, Kevin? Kevin
Puff?
No.
Is he really tall?
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's older, though.
Oh, he lives in Midtown?
Mm-hmm.
The next street I got from Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know him, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Heard of him from Joey talking about him.
Kevin, he's got a...
his house, like, they call him, Sailor or something. Captain, because his backyard is like a...
Yeah, it's kind of big and big backyard.
I've never really met him, but I've been, like, in front of his house before, yes.
So you've been in his house before?
Outside.
With who?
Tim and Joey.
With Tim and Joey?
Way before everything happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you guys do there?
Joey went inside to grab something, and then came right back home.
Does Joey stay there sometimes?
I think so. He used to, I know that. Like, they used to be really close.
Okay. But you don't know. Because he's got, how long ago was this when you guys were?
Tim got posted. The beginning of September.
Beginning of September?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you never went inside?
Nope.
But you met Kevin?
Yes. He came outside, and Joey's like, this is my girlfriend. I was like, I'm not your girlfriend.
Okay. Did you meet anybody else there?
No, there was 2 little girls there. 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
That was it?
That was it.
No one else?
No.
How many times have you been there?
Once. Yeah, when I went, you drove up. Okay. No, wait. Kevin. No, I didn't meet Kevin. That was the first time I met Kevin, but I went to his house prior to that, and I stayed outside of his house. Not outside, but in the backyard. In his backyard, and I was laying on the hammock for like 4 hours. And that's the day I met Officer, what's his name? Martinez. The day I got pulled over at the creek. Because Joey's friend came and picked us up, and we went to the creek right after he picked us up from Kevin's house. So I didn't want to be there. I didn't know where we were. Nobody was home. I wanted to go outside. I had a key. It was one big mess.
So you've been there twice, huh?
Yes. That's it. That's all.
Okay. And where else?
Me and my cousin and Joey. And
Your cousin who?
Haley. That's when we got pulled over with.
And that's to Kevin's house?
Yeah.
And where else have you guys been? Where else is Joey taking you?
Joey's taking me to Lawnmower John's when he hit him in the face. That was sad. He hit Lawnmower John in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know about that. It's real. The day after everything happened.
The day after what happened?
Maybe it was the same day. Is it the same day or the next day? The day the accident happened? Talking about an accident?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You went to Lawnmower John's house?
I stayed in the truck.
But you guys went to Lawnmower John's?
And he hit Lawnmower John straight in the face. And he peed himself. That really bad. And I'll show you why he did it. And he said because he told the boys to do it. Lawnmower John told the boys to do it, yeah. She was shot molester. Don't tell. And anybody in their right mind would know that Tim was so out of it, they would, you know what I mean?
Where else have you guys been?
7.
Really, this is my house.
No other friends up and down Mental?
Nope, no one does.
Where at then?
You got that. You know the little person? Jenny?
No.
Yeah. She used to live, Outer Highway in Kentucky. For Redlands. Second base Redlands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right by like store gas station. We used to go there a lot.
All right. What?
Excuse me.
You know, you talked to the polygraph guy, and you talked to us, and you kind of told us some half-truths earlier, not really the whole truth, and I'm kind of getting the feeling that, like that again from you, that you're kind of telling us half-truths again, not really the whole truth.
Well, I just want to know what me having to tell you guys where I've been, who I know, what it has to do with.
It all has to do with it, okay?
Okay.
But you kind of telling us half-truths, or telling us, these little bits and pieces. That's the frustrating part about
I
all
really
this.
don't know if we've been, because I've been so many places with Joey.
Okay.
Like, so many.
Just basic places that you guys have gone to.
Like Denny's. I've been to PJ's. You guys know PJ's?
What about with Dan?
Oh, no, I will not go nowhere with him.
But you've been with him.
At my house.
But you've been side by side. He hasn't left your side since Thanksgiving. So you're not going to go anywhere with him?
Nope, not when he wants to go to Utah.
What have you got? You've been by his side. You haven't left each other's side since Thanksgiving. What have you guys done since Thanksgiving? You haven't left each other's side, is what you told me.
Since Thanksgiving. Okay, what have we done? We've been at home, mostly. Where did I go? Where have we gone? We've gone to my friend Sarah's house, to one that was there that night. The house we were at today when we got arrested. Where else have we been together? I got dropped off at Jenny's house, helping them move, and he went to go run amok in Utah to do God knows what. This is just like...
So he hasn't been by your side?
Probably one time he left me. So I wouldn't go. He told me to go, so I was like, you're tripping. If you get pulled over in Utah, I'm not going to be there with you, I don't know. Because he started hearing that when you guys catch him, and he's going to get shot. I don't think he got shot tonight. He looked like he got fucked up. It's his fault. He didn't get shot. And that's it, that's all. I've heard what did he do? Oh, he just got dope. Yep. And he knows hanging out somewhere in Banning, but I don't know where the house is. I don't know the person's name either. But he'd always leave and then come back. But this is... No, it's recorded. Okay, so I lied a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to type. Towards after Thanksgiving, like the first week and a half, he would leave, but it'll only be in Banning because he was able to walk from wherever he was to my house. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it's close enough to do that for him not to trip out on getting pulled over. So I don't know who lives by there. No. But I'm pretty sure it's a girl.
But what have you heard about the murder that happened on Highway 38?
Only what Joey told me.
What was that?
He told me, baby girl, they found a body on Thanksgiving. The guy's name's Vincent. And no, he didn't say his name. He didn't say his name. He told me his name. So I told him, I was like, dude, they found somebody on Midtown. And he calls a couple people and he goes, yeah, his name's Vincent. I was like, what?
When did he tell you that?
Like a week and like 2 days after I talked to him. Yeah. And that's, no, yeah. It was a little bit after I talked to you. But I didn't like go in the newspaper and read it or anything because I didn't want to know about it. I didn't really care about it. All I know is he told me when I asked him a week ago, I wanted to know honestly if my best friend was going to look at attempted murder here pretty soon. Because stabbing a guy, it's attempted murder, even though it's not showing up on the charges, I still want to know. And he told me yes. So he did not, he told me yes. I was like, okay. And he said, now this case that happened in Midtown and the case that happened in the case, best friend's case, are similar. He was child molester, dead.
Who told you all that? How did he know all that?
I don't know. I really don't know. That's just what he told me. And he says, dude was child molester, say it was similarities of what I did. And I said, okay, I understand. And I said, so what are you trying to get at? He goes, well, no, I'm just saying. And then everybody was really tripping, and everyone still trips to this day on how Joey got out. I don't care if he talked like a believer, I don't want to know. But if Joey talked, good for him. Because he's out, he's free today. He'll be back in the next couple days, bet you anything. He's seen him again. But that's what Daniel told me, that the cases are similar. And I said, now you gotta look at it, Daniel. Joey was busted, because Joey really was. Tim was busted, and Mom or John got busted a few days after Joseph. I said, now, for those three who were rearrested for the same case, yeah, regardless, Mom or John got out. I said, you're still out, and they know your name. They have your name in their mouth. So where does that leave you? They're going to think that you did this. Now, I don't want to know if he did or he didn't. He probably did. He does not talk about it. But if it's similarities and he knew it like that, I mean, he made a couple phone calls, but still. It'd be hard for me to find that out, you know?
Well, I don't want it to be one of these situations where you say that was it, and then you come to find out that...
I know... Sorry, I'm trying... My dog got hurt. I know that Daniel was running amok, like sick with it, for a week before he did this. I don't know what he was doing, because I didn't know him like that, or who he was with, or like, what, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I know he was running a sick muck. Because everybody talked about it. Everybody said, oh my God, Daniel's insane. He's doing this and he's doing that. I'm like, whoa.
So before this, you're talking about the one where Tim gets picked up.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard he was running amok, and that's everywhere. Ukaipa, Tomesa, Mentone, Redlands, all these places that all the boys hang out at, you know, just kidding. So, yeah, that's what I heard. And then, I want to know how, honestly, best friend and Daniel got together. Because best friend never met Daniel. So it blows my mind. I'll have to tell you that. When Tim gets home, one day. In 10 years.
So when did you and Daniel start talking about this, the murder?
Okay, well, he was kind of tripping when I was supposed to talk to you, and I told him that, I just told him the truth.
You guys were together already then?
Yes. I told him I was like,
what was he tripping
on Joey.
What did he say?
Just that Joey, he's like, I can't believe Joey's talking to cops. I'm like, what do you mean? So, duh. You know, he's like, I can't believe, no. Really, what he's really mad about is that Joey used me as, you know what I mean? Joey's like, I can't believe he put you in harm's way like that because of your kids. I said, motherfucker, you put me in more harm's way than anybody out here has. It's really, yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, yeah, I know. And I was like, so don't even say anything. And he was just, I told him, you know, I was like, well, I told him for what time and everything. Joey left, Joey got here, Joey left again, Joey got back, you know, told me not to fight because it's true. And he says, okay, so what did he say? And I was like, nothing. He didn't even tell me about it. He didn't even tell me what it was about. I was like, I asked him, and he says it's kind of for that. It's like, but I don't know, it could be for something else.
That's what Joey said?
That's what I told Daniel. I was like, I don't know what it was for. I was like, I think, and Daniel was there the night before I talked to you, when I answered Joey's phone call. And he told me about murder and everything. So I knew a little bit what it was about. Remember I asked you when I was leaving if this was about the murder and everything? And then you didn't really answer me. So I know you're not supposed to, or whatever. But yeah. And so Jen was like, well, it was about the murder. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, we really didn't know about it. He just asked me where Joey was and what time he got to fight and what time he left, what time he got back, what time he left again. And then I walked out. I was only there for like, 20, 30 minutes. I was like, it was that, that's it. And he was like, oh, okay. And then Joey was getting out so soon, Daniel started tripping. Daniel's like, he told on me. So
told him about what though?
Just stabbing. Tim's.
The best friend stabbing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I said, so we probably did. I was like, he wants Tim out just as bad as I do. And he went, well, whatever. And then he just kept saying he wants to see his paperwork. And I'm sorry.
So when did he tell you about the
Sorry. My leg hurts. Okay.
You bit by a dog?
Yeah.
Where at?
Okay. Best friend and Joey saved my life. Really? I got this video. And this one. And I almost lost my second toe. It's a happy face.
What was that?
August 31st.
Wow.
I tore my tendon. This hurts.
So, when he started talking to you about the similarities of the murder, what was he saying to you?
Just that he heard that the murder was, he said he was a child molester, but all he said was there are similarities to the same thing. The guy was stabbed and left in a car. And I was like, okay, so what are you trying to say? He's like, just that this is the case. And that's why I told him, you gotta think, Daniel. You gotta think like a cop. Like I told you, like, I was talking the other guy. The other detective, like I told him, like, you guys think of everything. And like with Tim's 18 years old, never been arrested, never been to jury, never been to jail, not in any gangs or anything. You guys know he didn't do that by himself. Automatically off the dot, correct? And then you guys look at Daniel's record and you guys see, okay, Joey, Tim, and Mama John were all in custody. So that leaves Daniel Waterman, bam. Where was he? What was he doing at the time? Really, it does.
What do you think?
I don't know. Because then I found out last night. Because, okay, Daniel told best friend over the phone last night when I talked to best friend around 9. Daniel told best friend, he goes, hey, when they finally catch me, I'm gonna come clean and you're gonna come home. He goes, because I don't trust any motherfucker out here with her, which is me, but you. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can pull my phone numbers if you guys want to, but I talked to best friend at like 9 o'clock last night. And he just said that over the phone and then handed me the phone back. But, yeah, I don't know. He could have done it, but I know Daniel was in Cathedral City. I don't know for a fact, but that's where he was every time I went to go visit him. Because he went to rehab after everything happened. You guys know that. He went to rehab after, like, right after everything happened. He was there for like 47 days or something like that. He got out November 5th. And like I told you, I was visiting in Cathedral City, like, me and Joey went out there a couple times. I went out there a couple times. And then after, when he got arrested with Paula, he was detained, he just stayed with me.
Does Daniel have a cell phone?
Yeah.
What's his cell phone number, do you know?
It's in my phone.
Oh, okay. You don't know?
His new cell phone right now?
Yeah.
It's 760-641, don't know the rest.
Okay. Yeah. So,
What about before?
So my best friend?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't out of my life. I believe he just got it. I know he just got a brand new cell phone. So that's what he was shipping on the whole time. Did you guys getting that phone? I don't know why, but he just said best friend had the phone when he crashed.
When did he get the 760 number?
The reason?
How recent?
Well, it hasn't been a month because it's still on. No
Okay.
one's paid it, so probably a little under a month.
Okay. So when Tim got arrested, that was September, right?
28th.
Okay.
It was Wednesday.
So that's when Dan lost that phone.
Yes.
What was he using between the two? Because that's like a month and a half time period.
Yeah, he didn't have
2
him.
months.
He didn't have him.
Was he
in
using
rehab.
yours?
No, I didn't see him after that. I didn't even see it. Okay. After I saw Daniel July. And then I heard all this stuff about him, of course, because Jaron talked about him, Joey talked to him. I saw him when Daniel got out of the hospital. They came to my house, him and his mom, to Daniel overdosed on heroin, almost killed himself. You guys know about that, I'm pretty sure. And Daniel got like 15 more weeks left on, like more added more on parole. And they came to my house, talked to Joey, picked up me and Joey, and we went to Piper. Daniel was freaking out about his ex-girlfriend, whatever. I was like, and then Daniel, we wound up leaving Daniel there, and his mom took us back, me and Joey back home. He was trying to get Joey to stay there to do what? I don't know. And I was like, I told Joey, I said, I'm going home. That's what I want to do. I want to go home. And he's like, okay. So Joey's like, I'll go with you. So we went back home, and then that's the last time I saw Daniel was that day.
No. That was in July?
No, Jaron got arrested. And that was in... When did... No, because Daniel overdosed on heroin twice.
Okay.
I met Joey the end of August. So it has to be in September.
Okay. So in about September.
Probably like 2 weeks before the accident.
2 weeks before. Okay. Who's Danny's ex-girl?
Oh my god. He has so many. I don't know. Which one are you guys talking about?
Well, the one that you just mentioned. That Danny was upset about his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I don't know. He just kept saying, that fucking bitch, that fucking bitch. And I'm like, he's talking about it. And Joe's like, I don't know, one of his ex-girlfriends. Dan is a player.
Okay. Now, how are Daniel and Joey hooked up?
They met each other in prison.
Do you know when or how long ago?
And Daniel did 2 years. That's all I know.
Okay.
I don't know like the year or anything. But,
Are they good friends?
they're pretty close. They claim the same thing.
What do they claim?
Cross-family skinheads.
Okay.
Same thing Yara does. I don't understand it. Just stay away. You can see they all have crosses on their head. Oh, he doesn't.
Does he have crosses anywhere else?
Like Jared has it on his face and his hand. Joey has it on his hand. And that's all I met from cross-family that has it. But a lot of people say, oh, cross-family skinhead. I'm like, what the hell is P9 cross-family? You know, I don't understand it all. So I just leave it alone.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll introduce himself like cross-family skinhead. Just say he's down. So I gave him an interview. But yeah, Daniel had a phone, gave it to Tim, and Tim told me when we went to visit him that he was worried that it was Daniel's phone he had.
That who had?
Tim Price.
Okay. So Daniel was concerned, or told you that he was concerned.
They both did.
Okay.
But Daniel was the one looking out about it every day.
Okay. Well, let's go back a little bit. So this happened in September when you were with Joey.
And Daniel came.
Daniel came and was all upset. What was he upset about? I know you mentioned a little bit about the girl, but was there anything else going on?
No, other than he got 15 weeks more or something like that added on parole.
Okay.
Because Daniel was supposed to discharge on December 15th. So that's what he says. And then I told him, like, he's stupid if that really is true, because then why would he do that best friend's case? Why would he even do that? Because that, you know? I don't want to do anything.
Right.
I'd discharge my number, you know? I don't really need these people. They just seem, you know, I don't know. None of them can seem to be out of trouble, stay out of trouble, and I'm done with all of them. I just want to go home. And I'm moving to Colorado. Because I made my decision. Try to sleep in there. I did. I was like getting away from all these people.
Okay. So in September this happens. Do you remember if it was the beginning, middle, or towards the end? Was it close to
Well,
best
it has
friend's case?
to be, yeah, it has to be like a week or two, maybe a little bit longer, from best friend's case. Prior to, right?
Yeah, before.
Yeah, prior
Okay. So before this, or before...
Yes, Tim and Daniel met, but they didn't talk. Tim was coming down on the couch.
So that day, Tim was there.
Yes.
Okay,
All
but he
he
was
said-
coming down on the couch, so...
Yeah, all he said was, hi, I'm Tim. Yeah, I was like, hi, I'm Daniel. And then Tim went back to sleep.
Okay.
And then I told Tim, I was like, hey, we're leaving. Do you want to go with us? He goes, fuck no. I was like, okay. He's just like, bring more dope. And I was like, what? No, fuck you. Me and Tim fought about that.
Okay.
I hate dope.
So you said you guys left. Who left?
Me, Daniel, his mom, and Joe.
Okay.
We went to Papa, and then Daniel got left there, and we came up. Had somebody meet us at Arco.
And Arco, I think there's a couple Arcos in Piper.
Third Street.
3rd Street? Okay.
The one, like, exactly on 3rd Street, not right, like, not between 2nd and 3rd.
Okay.
But on 3rd Street.
The one on the corner.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys stop there. And who meets you?
I don't know. A black car showed up.
A black car?
With tinted windows.
What type of car? Do you remember?
It was a nice ass car. Like a Chevy Impala or something.
Chevy
It was like a
Impala?
brand new car.
Okay.
I was like, dang.
What windows were tinted?
All of them.
Even the front windshield?
Like low, so you couldn't really see the driver's face, you know. And I know it's illegal, but it was like whatever.
Okay. So the tint was lower on the window. And then all the other 5.
Yeah, it was like...
Was it a 2-door or 4-door?
2.
Okay. So it's 2-door Impala, newer.
Yeah, but like the little windows like were tinted too, you know?
Okay.
Like everything in the window was tinted. Like double limo tinted. I was like, damn, I'm gonna go in there. It's a nice car.
Was there anything else special about the car that you noticed?
It had black rims.
Black, solid black, or okay.
Solid black rims.
Now, how did you guys know to meet him there?
Danny was on his phone.
Okay, so Danny was using his phone and arranged to meet this person in a black car.
And then he tried telling Joey to go with him. And Joey looked at me and I was like, "Oh, you want to go?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to go."
Did you hear where they were going, or what he was doing, or why he wanted Joey to go?
No. He just said, "Hey, comrade, do you want to go?" And Joey was like, he looked at me. I was like, "Oh," and then he's like, "No, I'm just gonna stay here, baby girl. I'm just gonna go back home." And then Mary's like, "Okay, I'll take you guys home. I want to go to the casino."
Okay. So this was about a week before everything happened.
A week or 2. I think 2.
Okay.
I don't know, everything happened so fast. Like, it seems like I knew Joey, like I told you, so much longer. But really, I met him August 22nd. And then, like, I don't know, I said I've known him so much longer.
Okay. So, what happens from that point? You guys leave the A and PM.
We leave, we get dropped off at home, and then
Where's home?
Danny.
Okay, so you're home.
Yes, my home.
Okay.
We get dropped off at home, and then, nothing. Really, we just stayed home. Best friend stayed clean and sober for 3 days. Then we went to his dad's house. Oh no, his dad came over. I was at my mom's. His dad came over. Best friend and Joe were walking through Banning, looking for dope and bored. Because best friend has like the thing about my house, like he can't be there too long or he gets bored. He needs to do something. So they're walking and I got a phone call saying that best friend's dad was there. I was like, oh God, that's all bad. Bad best friend's dad, a little brother, older brother, and one of his friends were there. And they were blaming Joey for getting them high. They're like, no, it's not true, blah, blah, blah. Basically, you know. And his dad invited all of us over to go drink beer. You know, just try to get his son back to come home. And we went to his house, drank beer with Joey and Tim, and a couple of our friends. And we were trying to leave Tim there. Like, we got Tim super drunk. Tried to leave him there because he was sober for 3 days. And I was like, okay, he'll get drunk fast. I'll leave him there so he can spend time with his family. Me and Joey snuck out. Well, literally, I'm closing the car door and Tim comes running and attacks the car. He said, don't leave me here. I was like, dude, go spend time with Tommy, his little brother. And he's like, no, he's only if you stay. And I was like, okay, then I'll stay. And then we went, I don't know how he talked me out of it, but he wound up going home with us. And then we stayed home. And then Joey left for like 3 days, 2 or 3 days. And I lost Tim. That's when Tim went on his run in Beaumont. Like, didn't call. He called me the first night. And I had voicemails on my phone to prove it. And, like, you could tell, like, he was like, I don't even know where I'm staying tonight. I'm in a trailer park. Yeah, you could tell it's 3:30 in the morning. And yeah, fuck it, I'm on one. You know that song. You know, that's his theme song. It's fuck it, I'm on one. And, then when Joey came back, it took me and Joey like 3 days to find him, and then we finally found him on the 6th day, and then everything happened.
Where'd you find him on the 6th day?
In a trailer park in Beaumont, on the valley. The worst trailer park ever. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. The Tweaker Park?
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood in there.
No. Horrible, man. But everybody snitched him out, because we're like, hey, have you guys seen? Because these are 3 white boys. Just like random, like local white boys, not skinheads or nothing. Like, have you seen 3 white boys and, like, one that he's white but he looks Mexican? And they're like, oh, yeah, he's in trailer 45. Or, does he do drugs? Because if so, he'll be in number 9. And we're just like, damn. People are really, like, just out there to put people's business out there. And, like, then we found him. And I was like, okay.
Was he in 9 or 45?
He wasn't in any. He was sitting on the curb. Told me he was waiting for a 10-stick of dope. I was like, really? I pulled out $300. I was like, I will go buy you dope right now if you just get in the car with me. So I know you're safe. And then he was like, I'm going back to Beaumont. And me and him were arguing and fighting. And I was like, go back to Beaumont and see what happens. So we went to Kelly's. And then I let him get high. Him and Joey got high one more time. They did a full pull. You guys have done it. A full shot. And best friend got sick, and then he started coming down off the sickness, and then he was high as hell. Taking random pictures, posting random things on Facebook that were not necessary. Like, what is that? Someone's at the door. 2 seconds later, oh, nobody was there. It's just me tripping. What the fuck? I was like, that's what I woke up to. Joey and him arguing over my Facebook and his Facebook to each other.
Okay.
And then, yeah, best friend's dad called later that day at like 4. And Tim got in a fight with him, told him, fuck you, I'm never coming home, I'm going to a party, just out here there, and then he left, like 5. Didn't even say bye to me.
Okay.
Just threw me my phone and left.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Maybe with him. Possibility.
With Danny?
Yeah. But I didn't see Danny that day.
Okay.
I was in my room too, so I don't know.
Now, how did he leave? I know you said he walked out the front door, but I mean, did he go someplace on foot? Did someone pick him up?
I don't know. They said he left in a red car.
Okay.
Joey and Kelly said, yeah, he just left in a red car. And I'm like, a red car? I was thinking if he was a red car, and I was like, I don't know anybody.
Okay, so you don't know who that may have been. Did he call someone for a ride?
No, I checked my phone, and the last call was his dad. So probably not on my phone, maybe Joey's, but I don't know.
Okay, but he didn't use your phone?
No. But he used to delete the numbers right after he'd call him, so it's a possibility, you know?
So he could have called someone?
Yeah.
Do you remember what time of day that was?
His dad called at 4:10, and I got my phone back around like 4:45.
Okay.
Yeah.
So between 4:10 and 4:45. And this is the day that everything happened?
The day before. The day before.
Okay. So he leaves the day before, about 4:45. And then you're with Joey.
Mm-hmm.
And you said Kelly? Who's Kelly?
Kelly Arnold, he's just the guy's house we were at.
Okay. Is this in Beaumont or Bangor?
Ukipa.
Ukipa.
We took him to Ukipa to be safe.
Okay. What did he need to be safe from?
Coming back to Beaumont and not finding him.
Okay. So getting him away from that trailer park.
Mm-hmm. And if I brought him home, he'd just get a ride from Bangor to Beaumont, so it's just like, so we got it. Which was worse, because if we never took him to Ukipa, he would have never hooked up with this one, and then he would be home with me. I wouldn't be here. Swear.
Now, how's Kelly hooked up with everybody?
I don't know. Joey introduced me to him.
Okay, so he's one of Joey's friends?
Mm-hmm. I know he gets high, or he used to get high.
Is he cross-family as well?
No, he knows get high.
Okay.
He's just somebody who does shows.
Okay. So you're there with Joey afterwards. What happens then? Okay. Best friend leaves. I go to sleep. You know, me and Joey start fighting. Because I told him that I got off the phone with Jaren. And Joey comes in and I was like, dude, don't even want to fucking talk to you right now. Just get out. So I got off with my ex-boyfriend that's locked up. I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to call it quits and say I'm done with you and get best friend. We're going to go to school. He's going to live with me. We're going to do the righteous thing. And he was like, okay, whatever. And he got mad and upset because he's in love. I started crying. I went to bed. I woke up to him and his phone ringing. He was crying. His phone was ringing. I threw him his phone. Threw it back. Threw it again. And his phone, his battery popped out. And then I was like, fixed it. I turned it on. I was like, dude, your phone. Talk to him. Obviously, it's important. But there was no name. And then you just heard him say, what? Are you serious? What the fuck did you do? And he goes, well, what are you going to do with dude? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I got up and went pee. Came back in the room. He's still arguing. He goes, Daniel, are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me right now, Daniel? He goes, and where's Tim? He goes, okay, good. And I was like, wait, he's with Tim? I was like, is Tim okay? He goes, yeah, Tim's fine. It's Tim and Daniel. So I was like, okay. And then they hang up. Me and Joy start talking. And then not even 2 seconds later, his phone is Tim. He goes, well, what do you guys want to do with dude? And then that's when you heard them say, well, we want to take him to a field somewhere by the hospital so someone can find him. And then set the car on fire. Joey's like, okay. And then they were trying to get Joey to go with them. And Joey was like, you guys are stupid. You guys did this yourselves. Clean up your own mess. I'm not involved. And then I told Joey, I was like, I'm really proud of you, you know, because everybody
because everybody thinks Joey's like an elder, like one who is a shot caller, because he's older and he's been to prison a lot. So everyone looks up to Joey like that. And I told him, I was like, I'm really proud of you for not doing that, you know? Like, you really are trying to change your life. He's like, I told you. And I was like, okay. And then I think, I went back to bed. I woke up at like 8:30. Joey was tripping. Straight going crazy. And I was like, what's your problem, you know? I don't understand what's wrong with you. He said that best friend got in an accident. And it was like around 9 o'clock. And then best friend's dad called me and said he was at my house, him and his mom, and he had a really bad feeling. Where was Tim? Well, I didn't want to tell him what I just heard because I didn't know if it was true. So I was like, I don't know. I haven't seen him since yesterday. And he goes, okay. And then later that night, I got a ride home. And then around 7:30, I got a ride home from Kelly. And Kelly and Joey were at my house. Then I got a call from best friend telling me he was in jail. CDC right here. His charges were just force of deadly weapon with great bodily injury.
Okay.
And he said there's more to come, and he is scared and he wants to go home. But then he started saying he didn't give a fuck. Like, he was up still, you know, he didn't go to sleep. But once he started sleeping it off, reality started hitting him. And like I told him, I was like, reality is going to hit you and you're going to start talking. And like when I visit him, like last time I visited him was a couple weeks ago, he's like, no, I'm not talking. I'm like, dude, talk. It doesn't matter. Like, it'd be me and you against the world, dude, fine, you know? He's like, no, I'm not talking. He's like, I was there. I'll go to jail and use the security in jail. What's more is gonna happen? I already know he'll go to jail. Or do time for the accident and everything. And probably being there, not saying anything in the first place. Because it's making your guys' job a lot harder. I'm trying to make it a lot easier right now so I can go home right now. And yeah, but I did know that best friend had Daniel's phone. So I don't know if you guys found Daniel's phone, but you guys might want to
Okay.
or fingerprint the car, because best friend said that Daniel's fingerprints were all over that car.
Okay. So, did Joey ever leave that night?
No, I don't believe so. But he was awake the whole time I was sleeping, so he could have. But I don't think so. I mean, every time he was crying on the floor by the bed. So I'm shut up. Kept on pillows up.
So, when was the next time you saw or heard from Daniel?
Last time I seen him or Joey?
How about Joey? Let's start with that.
Joey heard from him a couple days before he went to rehab, and he was a mess. Coming down, or I don't know, high or something. Sounded like shit, except he took the phone, and then he was like, it's Daniel. And I was like, ugh. And I get it's Joey. I was sleeping. We're at my house, me and Joey, and he goes, Daniel's like, I don't know what to do, and Joey's like, well, why don't you either turn yourself in or like go do something with your life, you know? He's like, you're almost off parole. And then Daniel hung up the phone. They said, I love you, 88, whatever they say. And then next thing you know, Daniel, I didn't see Daniel. Did I see him? I think I saw Daniel before he went to rehab. I don't remember if I seen him or if I talked to him.
Okay.
But I know, I'm really trying to think right now. I don't remember if I seen him, called him, or not called him, but seen him or talked to him on the phone. It was one or the other, and it was the day he was going to rehab.
Okay.
His mom was taking him out to Blythe.
So he went to rehab in Blythe?
Yes, and I saw him at the rehab.
Okay.
Me and Joey did.
Okay.
Just to see how he was doing, and he looked really good, and I was really proud of him. And then he just started crying. His best friend.
Now, what happened with Joey?
With me and Joey?
Yeah. Joey got arrested. Was it before or after this?
After.
Okay. Tell me about that.
Joey got arrested for his charges were under the influence.
Do you remember when that was?
The day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Wednesday morning.
So he gets arrested Wednesday morning.
I called his phone at 8 o'clock. He left my house
at like 1, between like 1 and 1:30. And he told me he'll be right back.
On Wednesday morning?
Yeah. That'll be Wednesday morning, correct?
Okay.
Yeah. And he told me he'll be right back. Well, my baby daddy goes with him, which is Michael Palms. He got arrested with Joey. I told Michael not to go, but he don't listen. And so Michael went with him, and yeah, I get a phone call, or I called Joey. Joey's phone called me back, and it's Officer Hopkins from Redlands PD. I didn't believe it, 'cause the last name was my ex-boyfriend's last name. I was like, whatever. He's like, no, I'm really serious, gave me his badge number, and he's told me that they're just being detained right now in the police station. He'll get back to me, or that Joey could call me later, or whatever. I was like, okay. Well, Michael called me, and Michael puts me in his pocket so I could hear everything that's going on. But I didn't know that because I got another call. Like, I was saying hello, Michael saying things. So I clicked over to my other call, and I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, it says Michael on the phone still. So I clicked back over, and like, you couldn't really hear what they were saying, but you could like hear bits and pieces, like of a stolen car and guns. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh my god, these boys are really in trouble. And Joey was able to call me from the holding cell and stuff with his own cell phone, which I thought was weird. Holding cell in Redlands PD, not CDC. And he told me that basically, he told me what he was looking at. I threw away his parole officer for him. Joey's stupid. Joey could have been out that day. Because Joey was like, I didn't do it, I was caught under the influence, but Joey was caught with dope. And Joey has priors for stolen cars and guns. And like I told him, you're stupid, you should have let me talk to him. And Joey's like yelling with him, it's parole officer. And I was like, whatever, dude, you're stupid, you just made yourself look guilty. You know? And Joey's like, I really didn't do it, but I'm like, whether you did or you didn't. So my baby's dad wound up getting charged with the stolen car.
Okay.
Because he was walking in the car for a lighter. So, and that's just all I heard was that, yeah, Joey just did a 30-something day violation for parole. So I don't know how he got lucky on that one. But I'm glad to see he's out there. Like, I hear he's doing really, really bad, but I don't know what to really say. I haven't talked, he won't talk to me. I've tried. I had one of my friends go take him his stuff, because I had his clothes in my house. Once he doesn't want to talk to me or see me, then fine, here's his clothes, you know. But I knew 3 days before Joey got out, he really, 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 really wanted to talk to me about Daniel and the whole situation. I was supposed to visit Joey when he was still in CDC, but I missed the visit. And I wish I didn't, because that's when he was like, you really need to come, I really need to talk to you, and this was right after you talked to him. And then wrote about best friend's case too. So he was just like, I really need to talk to you, and I was like, okay, I'll try. And I'm Carly, so it's hard to get down all the way out here. And then I talked to him on the phone a couple times, and he was just like, was really tripping, but he really wouldn't talk over the phone. He doesn't like talking on the phone. He likes to write and then put it on the glass, so you guys can't hear. I don't understand when they sign language to me, and I'm like, what? I mean, just because you guys understand it, doesn't mean I understand it out here, you know? I don't know what you mean. But that's all I know. I'm hungry, I'm sorry.
You want some muffins or something?
Okay.
Maybe some banana nut bread. Chocolate? Yeah.
No, I'm so hurt. Okay.
Let me grab you something. You want something to drink?
Orange juice or soda or water or something?
Orange juice. I just want something to drink. Is that okay?
Yeah. Let's go. We'll get you some orange juice. Let you rest for a minute and come back.
I'm fine talking because I gotta go soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I staying here or going outside?
I'll just hang out right there.
That was interview number 2. It's pretty interesting.